Yo, welcome back to another reaction video, man. I said welcome back to another reaction video, man. We got how dangerous is a bullet shot in the air? Now we all know when 4th of July come, when New Year's come, we all know what we do. We grab the scrap and let it blow in the air. But we never know. I mean, we do know. A lot of people think it go out of space. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What you smoking on? Because I might need some of that too. I need some imaginary. I need to imagine how you imagine it, because come on. You know what's crazy though? I never heard a story or the news or anything like a bullet going up in the air and coming. Well, I did. I can't say that. I did. I heard it somewhere. Like 2 years ago. I heard they were shooting in the air and it went back down to somebody. But I mean, it's very possible. And you know what's crazy? The even craziest part about the whole thing, when you shoot the bullet in the air, it don't come directly back at your location. You can be, okay, so McDonald's could be right here, and Burger King could be like 4 blocks down the street. You could shoot it from where you at by McDonald's, and then come back down over to by Burger King, 4 or 5 blocks away, you know? Because you got to think about it. It's going up, wind, all of that. So it's not just going up and going straight down. It's going up and it's moving, you know? You never know. So we're gonna get straight to it, man. Don't forget to smash that like, comment, subscribe button to the channel. Roll to 2K. Let's get it.
We've all seen them, videos of well-armed ragamuffins and ne'er-do-wells celebrating their various triumphs with some good old-fashioned upwards gunfire. After all, nothing says I ran a 10K or we just overthrew the government quite like pointing your gun to the sky and letting a rip. But is it possible that this seemingly innocent expression of gun-based joy could actually be, dare I say it, dangerous?
Ooh.
Perish the thought.
Just imagine you walking outside with your kids or your dog.
I'm Stu, this is Debunked, and we're here to sort the truth from the myths and the facts from the misconceptions.
So, there you are, chuffed to bits at the victory of your preferred political candidate, and overcome with an irresistible urge to celebrate in the only way you know how. You grab whatever loaded firearm you have handy, rush outside, and start gleefully firing off round after round into the air, just as nature intended. When suddenly, a chilling thought falls upon you. These bullets have to come back down eventually, right?
Said that.
Unsurprisingly, the answer to this question is an emphatic yes, you idiot. When a gun is fired, a number of different factors determine the bullet's path through the air on the way to its target. One of the first things to consider is muzzle velocity,
imagine
which
shooting
is
a bullet
very
in
simply
the air,
the speed at
and
which
it's
a
your
bullet is moving the moment
and
it
it hits
leaves the
somebody
gun
and they die.
or
Now
muzzle.
you getting life for prison.
This can vary considerably
For some shit
depending
you
on the
didn't
kind
know
of
about.
gun and round
Tough.
used. The ever-popular AK-47, for instance, is capable of firing bullets at around 715 meters per second, or 2,350 feet per second. While in modern rifles, some of the fastest high-performance cartridges can reach muzzle velocities of well over 1,200 meters per second, or about 4,000 feet per second.
Yeah.
Due to the effects of air resistance, bullets slow down pretty quickly after they've been fired, and follow a route determined by a variety of factors, including things like atmospheric pressure, humidity, and air temperature. However, the thing that pulls a fired bullet downwards is plain old gravity, which, assuming those other aforementioned variables aren't having an overwhelming effect, ensures that bullets travel back to Earth in a roughly parabolic path. Now, celebratory gunfire differs substantially from regular gunfire, in that it is generally not directed at the people you
Ain't
want
nobody
to
just
shoot,
jumping around.
but upwards and away from those you're celebrating
Like
with,
that,
who
like,
you don't want to
it's funny
hit.
as hell.
Well, not usually anyway. That way, the bullets just disappear up into space, right? At least, that's what people used to think. Early
just said
pre-17th
that.
century
I just
studies
said
suggested
that.
that bullets shot
no
upwards
way in hell
do
that
somehow
bullet's going out
achieve
of space.
escape velocity and peace out into space. We now know
No
that
way
all
in
bullets
hell.
shot from the surface of Earth
I don't
never
believe
even
that.
leave the troposphere, the lowest layer of our planet's atmosphere, and unless you're watching this from the International Space Station, the one you're in right now. In reality, when a bullet is fired directly upwards, the upward force accelerating the bullet drops off entirely the moment it leaves the chamber. At this point, the bullet is at its maximum velocity and has its maximum kinetic energy. From this point, downward forces from gravity and air resistance begin to slow the bullet's ascent. The bullet reaches its highest point when its kinetic energy has been transferred to heat and gravitational potential energy. Here, its velocity is 0. The only force now being exerted on the bullet bullet is gravity, which pulls the bullet back to Earth at a velocity which increases by 9.81 meters per second every second. As the bullet accelerates downwards, its velocity increases, as does the air resistance. And when a bullet falls naturally, it will often spin and tumble in the air, further increasing its air resistance and slowing its acceleration significantly. When gravity and air resistance balance out, the bullet will hit its terminal velocity, meaning it will no longer go any faster. The question is, are bullets falling at this speed still dangerous?
Well, the terminal velocity of a falling bullet will obviously vary depending on the type of bullet.
Any bullet falling down is dangerous.
Speaking,
doesn't matter how fast the speed is going.
But before we get into that, we'd like to introduce you to Atlas VPN. We've all heard the term, but what is a VPN? Well, a virtual private network makes all your internet traffic travel through an encrypted tunnel, protecting you from spying and hides your IP address and online activities. You don't want online trackers monitoring your every move, so Atlas VPN scrambles all your information related to your browsing habits.
So why are they promoting this?
To keep. But whilst a VPN will keep you safe online, the real bonus is that it allows you to access geo-restricted content. That means accessing content that is usually only available in other countries. Open Atlas VPN, select one of their servers in your desired country, and ta-da! You're watching a whole host of new content from your preferred streaming service. For me, when I travel abroad, I use a UK server from wherever I am in the world to access the incredible library of content available on BBC iPlayer. It has let me continue to binge every season of Line of Duty and keep ahead of any spoilers of their recent drama
I'm not
Vigil
getting paid
based
for this.
on a nuclear
Why are you
submarine.
putting this in the video?
By clicking on the link in my description box, you will get Atlas VPN for just $1.39 a month, plus 4 months for free. Unblocking sites, online services, and new entertainment channels.
Promo is crazy.
Right, let's travel back to the 1920s, where the US military conducted a series of tests on falling bullets, and found that a .30 caliber round can reach terminal velocities of 90 meters per second, or just over 200 miles per hour. According to forensic scientist Dr. B.N. Matu, a .30 caliber round can break through skin while traveling at speeds as low as 37 meters per second, or 85
it's still a bullet, no matter how fast
As
it's
you
going.
can see, falling bullets have more than enough energy to cause you harm. Possibly worse. And that's just regarding falling bullets. In reality, people celebrating things with gunfire aren't generally bothered about making sure that their weapon is perfectly vertical. If a gun is fired at a sufficiently shallow angle, instead of stalling and falling, the bullet will often retain its angular ballistic trajectory and continue on its parabolic path, making it far less likely to begin tumbling in the air. As a result, such bullets will lose considerably less speed compared to a bullet in freefall, and will be travelling much faster when they hit the ground, or whatever gets in its way first. But if all that fancy maths and science talk isn't sufficient to convince you that the threat from falling ammunition is very real indeed, there are unfortunately numerous real-life examples of this actually happening. And as it happens, firing off a few rounds with the lads is not a particularly uncommon phenomenon, and is a culturally acceptable way to celebrate in numerous places around the world.
You know,
in 2000,
you don't understand. If it's so dangerous, why do they allow us to do it every New Year's or 4th of July? If they know it's a cause or somebody could die from it, why do they allow us to do it? I mean, honestly, they might not give a fuck. They really might. They might just do it. Who knows, man? I don't know. I don't understand. If they say it's so dangerous, why are they allowing us to do it? Y'all let me know in the comments, man.
In 2012, a study conducted in the United States found that a not insignificant 4.6% of all deaths and injuries from stray bullets occur as a direct result of celebratory gunfire. The list of incidents is sadly not a short one, and features examples from all over the world. In 2003, during a traditional Serbian wedding celebration, guests shot down a small plane while firing into the skies, injuring the 2 men on board. In 2007, at least 4 people were killed and many more injured as a result of stray bullets from celebratory gunfire after the Iraqi national football team won the AFC Asian Cup of the year. In 2021, militant leaders claimed to take control of part of Afghanistan. Their resulting celebratory gunfire injured 41 people and led to the deaths of at least 17.
Damn.
And in 1999, a teenager called Shannon Smith was killed after being struck in the head by a stray bullet while outside in her backyard in Arizona.
17 people
This prompted the state to
from that.
enact
Crazy.
Shannon's Law, which made it illegal to
Crazy.
discharge a firearm into the air in Arizona's cities and towns. Indeed, in some respects, falling bullets may even be considered more dangerous than regular gunfire. Between 1985 and 1992, a group of physicians at the Martin Luther King Drew Medical Center in Los Angeles studied victims of gunshot wounds, identifying 118 who had been struck by falling bullets. Compared to those hurt in your average, boring run-of-the-mill shootings, who died at rates of between 2 and 6%, the death rates of those unlucky enough to be hit by falling bullets was around a third. This is because despite moving at slower speeds, bullets falling to the ground vertically are far more likely to hit you in the top of the head, compared to other less lethal points on the body. So, as you can see, celebratory gunfire is not particularly uncommon, and the risk that it possesses is very real indeed. So, the next time your football team wins, or you're just jazzed about it being New Year's, it might be a good idea not to randomly pump the sky full of lead.
Yeah.
Stick to confetti cannons.
People are really dying from it.
Remember to click on our exclusive link for Atlas VPN in the video description, and you'll access a 3-year subscription for just $1.39
Okay,
a month.
that's all we
plus
have for that
4
video,
months
man.
for
Let me know how
free,
y'all feel.
and a
Do y'all really be
30-day
shooting? I
money
mean,
back
everybody shooting
guarantee.
the L.
Thanks for
New Year's
watching.
resolution.
Thank you
Let me
to
know
our
how y'all feel about this,
patrons,
man.
and we'll see you next time.
I guess today we just learned people can die. They said 17 people died and 41 was injured in Arizona. That's why now they have that law where you can't do it no more. And that's good, you know, because that's crazy. 17 and 41 injured is crazy, man. It's too crazy, man. But man, I love you guys, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next vid. Don't forget to comment more reactions you guys want to react to. And I'm gonna get straight to it. Roll to 2K. Let's go.